Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 7 of the Milk and Tea podcast, hosted by me, Miruku. This is a podcast where I share anything that is on my mind and provide my thoughts and perspectives with my own life experiences on a topic I feel passionate to talk about. Today's topic is my tarot card reading part 3. I will continue my conversation about my 3-hour in depth tarot card reading that I received. Stick to the end for a short tarot message for this episode. Now that my second question that I kept in my head had been answered, my tarot card reader moves on to the second pile of playing cards in front of me, containing the answer to my first question that I kept in my head. The card revealed is the King of Diamonds. She explains that the King of Diamonds represents swords. However, from my tarot studies, my thoughts were that the King of Diamonds actually represents pentacles. The King of Spades represents the King of Swords in my studies. However, I chose not to comment on this because it's a possibility that she reads these cards differently, and whatever messages she feels the need to say are actually meant for me. So, for the sake of talking about my experience of this reading from her, we will go with what she says these cards mean to her. Our thoughts can. She begins but loses her train of thought. King is a masculine thought. I don't know if you're aware of the energy of masculine and feminine. I'm not saying male and female body, no. It's just the energy. You know the quality of king, right? I reply, yeah, maturity, authority. She says, right, very authoritative. The king uses a lot of mental energy when it comes to making decisions. Everything has to be more mind and logic rather than emotions and heart. So you're going through a lot mentally. It's like you're battling your mindset with a king energy, either a person, thing, or something you're creating. Anything that has a very authoritative personality or energy. You're having this, not really a quarrel, but just to overcome this energy in your mind. So it's hard to defeat the king unless you have the same mentality. So, what you have to do is level up your mindset. You have to sharpen your mind. Then you have to start learning to be very authoritative so you can level up and make a decision. I don't see this as a fight, but it's something like a barrier because the king just sits on his throne. He's the highest ranking. He can say whatever he wants, whatever is on his mind, and others will follow. So you need to transform yourself into this energy. She continues, we all have masculine and feminine energy, left and right brain. The right brain is supposed to be female and the left brain is supposed to be male, or vice versa. It doesn't really matter either way. You have to balance. If you're facing a person or a thing or a decision that is very authoritative, kingly, you have to increase your level of knowledge and energy to embody the authoritative mindset because that is the protection for you. Also, it's an energy of power to make decisions a lot easier. This energy is the energy of kingly quality, and it's not going anywhere unless you level up to the same energy as the king and face him as equals. If you're going to communicate with this person and you communicate with a young mindset, young energy, you have to accumulate more. You have to learn more. If you're going to communicate with this person with young energy, the king isn't going to listen. So you have to be at the same level of energy as the person you're trying to communicate with, so they don't see you as below them. The king is a very, very strong personality. My tarot card reader pauses, then continues. So this is your first question. This is a challenge to communicate. To communicate with this challenge, you have to level up your mindset for yourself. And then you can make the right decision for you. She pulls more clarification cards from her playing card deck. And to be honest, I can't remember what the card was. It was like a card with a 9 on it. But she continues. 9 means an end in numerology. 10 is the beginning. It's an ending of anything you accomplish. You're happy, and that's the end. You go through a new cycle. So if you want to end the chaos in your mind, make one decision, and this energy will give you an understanding that something in your life is over and everything will be all right because you don't need it in your new journey we call future. She pulls out another card for me, and I can't remember the number, but she goes on. This is a pentacle symbol. Pentacles mean material things. It's not just money, it can be anything physical. I'm sensing this is an ending of anything material. You're having a hard time ending something material because of the energy of authority. Now that 2 out of the 3 questions have been answered for me, I've learned that I need to level up my mindset to a more kingly energy so I can make decisions more effectively. But as always, it's important to balance masculine and feminine energy. We're still only 36 minutes into the 3 hours of the reading. So, this series is definitely going to have many parts to it. However, I hope that this information I received will help you on your journey. Now, let's get a tarot card reading for this episode. Feel free to look up the meanings of the cards and provide your own interpretation if you wish. Today, I'm using the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. Today's card is the Devil card. Now, don't freak out yet. This card is about liberating yourself from things not serving you for your highest good. It could be liberation from addiction, a toxic relationship, or anything that is not serving you anymore. It can be that you're feeling trapped in your situation or something material and you need to be free. Be aware if you're being lured into a trap because it's easy to fall into temptation. You can free yourself from this. Bottom of the deck, what we're not seeing is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is personal success. Since this is something we're not seeing in ourselves yet, we do have the ability to achieve what we strive for in the material world, even if we don't see it in ourselves yet. So once we've freed ourselves from the devil's energy, we will find success in the material and within ourselves. Whatever your situation is, you can conquer it. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of the Milk and Tea Podcast. I'm Miruku, and I'll see you next time.